3 here at Bob Brock Stadium on the campus of North Marion as Wild Wild West League action continues this weekend. In yesterday's matchup, the Knights jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the second before the Pickles tied things up in the fifth. The Knights would grab two more in the sixth to take a 4-2 lead, and both teams added a run in the eighth before Westland secured a 5-3 win. The Pickles had another terrific outing from Chad Stoner and had multiple opportunities down the stretch to add runs, but base running and fielding errors allowed the talented Knights to capitalize. It's the Portland Pickles versus the Westland Knights, round 3 here at Bob Brock. So Alan Miller throwing out the first pitch, owner of the Pickles and the Gherkins, and he deals a strike. Alan Miller, our great boss, had a great idea of opening up this Wild Wild West League, and it has been fantastic. So we'll get you the lineups for both these two teams. The Pickles, the away team, they'll bat first. Noah Sue, Christian Cooney, Zach Morgan, and Kenyon Yo Van will lead things off. Hudson Byork, Lucas Gregory, Brandon Lightgeb, Alec Arnone, and Danny O'Reilly. On the field for the Knights, it will be Holcraft in left, Knight in center, Thomas Ducard in right, Stevens at third, Jake Ducard playing short, and Armstrong at second, and Anderson over at first with Lightgeb putting down the signs in the squat. He'll be catching Cooper Jerpy. I know you haven't heard of him, but you will after this game. Boy, Cooper has quite the arm on him. Right-handed pitcher from Oregon State, lefty. Made 6 appearances, all in relief. Finished 1-1 and had an inflated ERA in 12 innings. But in high school, 1.43 ERA, 44 innings, 105 strikeouts. It is going to be a lot of strikes. Jerpy likes to attack hitters, and we'll see if Sue, Cooney, and Morgan can hold up. This is a Pickles team that continues to face the stellar pitching of the Knights, and it will be no different tonight. Knights with a win, improved to 5-0. They have a 3-game lead on first place. Pickles win. They're within a game and back in sole possession of second place of the Wild Wild West League. Gherkins won earlier in an absolute showdown, 16-12 against the Grey Wolves. Picked up their second win in the Wild Wild West League. And with a loss, the Pickles will be tied for the Gherkins for second. As we get going here at Bob Brock Stadium, Noah Sue, the right-handed batter, stands in to face the lefty, Cooper Jerpy. Jerpy looks in, kicks in his opening offering. In there for a strike, low and outside. Sue hitting 100 here in the Wild Wild West League. He's 1 for 10 with 2 RBIs. 7 walks to Noah as he takes the ball. His average is at 100, but his OP on base percentage is 500. So he leads things off. The 1-1 to Sue. Swing and a miss. They counted a ball and 2 strikes. Sue, Cooney, Morgan for the Pickles in the away blues, facing the pinstripes of the Knights. The 1-2. Strike 3 up and outside. Noah Sue is gone looking. And up comes Christian Cooney. Well, Sue struck out to open the bottom of the first yesterday. He strikes out looking to open the top of the first today. Christian Cooney stands in, right-handed batter. And he takes the ball up and outside. Counted 1-0. Cooney hit .222 so far this summer. And the 1-0 is a strike. Counted a ball and a strike to him. An 0 for 2 with a walk Friday against the Knights. 1-1 home. Ball low and outside from Jerpy, and they count it 2-1. Shadows starting to fall across the stadium here at Bob Brock. Winds blowing out strong to center. We saw a home run in this afternoon ball game, 2-1. And a swing and a foul back to the screen. That was by Colby Grace, but of the 28 runs scored, only one of them was due to a home run. Game that had to end in 7 innings due to time constraints. Top 1, no score, 1 gone. Bases empty. And the 1-1 to Cooney. And he swings and belts one right center. Knight with a long way to go, and he gets under it and makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Nobody aboard and 2 out. And in stands the right-handed batter, Zach Morgan. Morgan hitting 182 with a 250 on-base percentage. He's looking for his first hit since the opener of the Wild Wild West League versus the Gherkins. Morgan was 0 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout. As he swings at the first pitch and fouls it down the right field line. He's going to throw strikes. Pickles have to be ready. Top 1, 2 outs. Base is empty here at Bob Brook. Jerpy's 0-1. Up and away. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. Knights and the Pickles facing out for the 3rd time. Knights taking the first game 9-5. The one yesterday 5-3. 1-1. In there for a strike over the middle of the plate. The count at a ball and 2 strikes to Morgan. Morgan steps out of the batter's box. Taps the bat against his left shoe. Touches the base twice with the bat and looks in. Jerpy's 1-2. Swinging a drive into left center field. Knight moving back. Knight dives and he can't get there. This is going to be extra bases. Morgan around second, digging for 3. They're going to stop him there. It's a 2-out triple. And just like that, the Pickles are cooking with gas here in the first. Riley Knight has made some terrific plays in center, and he gave that ball his all. And an opportunity for Kenyon Jovan, who's rocking the green arm sleeve, to bring a run home. When you play at Oregon, green matches the Pickle uni. Runner on third, 2 gone, top 1. Opportunity for the Picks, opening offering. Misses up and away. Jovan, RBI single in yesterday's ball game. He swings the bat. Looks to Jerpy. 1-0. Ball upstairs. In the 2 previous games the Knights and the Pickles have played, it has been the Pickles playing catch-up most of the way. An opportunity here in the top of the first to strike first and take a lead against this Westland ball club. 2-0 from Jerpy. Downstairs for a ball, and the count 3 balls and no strikes. First base is open for the lefty from Oregon State. Hudson Bajorek is on deck. And the 3-0. Misses outside. No. A strike on the outside part of the plate. Jovan took a step towards first. It was a late call by the home ump. And the count at 3 balls and a strike. Runner at third is Morgan after his triple. Opportunity to get the first run of the ball game for the Pickles in the opening frame. 3-1. Swing and a miss. And the count full at 3-2. Jovan restraps the batting gloves, looks at his bat, and steps into the batter's box. He taps the plate twice. Jerpy sets at the bell. And deep. Ball 4 up and outside. Jovan takes a walk. And up comes Hudson Bajorek with runners in the corners. And 2 gone in the top of the first. Jovan has not tried to steal a base this year. I mean, he hasn't been on base much. See if the Pickles send him here. Bajorek steps into the batter's box, right-handed batter, hitting 111 with a 333 on base percentage. Opening offering from Jerpy 2. Then he looks at a strike up and outside. Counted 0-1. Morgan at third after his triple. Jovan at first after his walk. No score, top one here at Bob Brock. 2 gone, and the 0-1. Strike low and outside. And by Yorick. In the hole, 0-2. Wind blown out to right center. And the 0-2. Up and away. And they count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inning started with Sue striking out Linn. Conito out to center, then Morgan tripled. And Jovan walked. 2 on, 2 out. Top one here at Bob Brock. Just can go. Morgan with a 1-2 count. Looks into Jerpy. The pitch. Just misses downstairs. And the count evens up at 2-2. Bjork out of Wofford was preseason All-Southern Conference first team in 2020. Played last year with the Travis City Pit Spitters of the Northwoods Leagues, where he hit .254. 2-2 on its way. Outside, and it's a full count to Hudson Bjork. So an opportunity for the Pickles. Another ball from Jerpy would load the bases for Lucas Gregory. Jovan leads at first. Morgan at third. No score. Top one at Bob Brock. The payoff pitch. Swinging a foul. Down the right field line. The count at 3-2. B2 to Bjork. Runners will get a little bit of a head start with 2 outs. Pickles trying to jump ahead and take a lead against the Knights for the first time all summer. 3-2 home. Strike count up and inside. There goes Bjork. A triple, a walk, 2 left on, and no runs for the Pickles. To the bottom of the first we go. Knights got Holcroft, Knight, and Dukart coming up.
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's a universal language.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first here at Bob Brock. Jake Holcroft, the left-handed batter, to lead things out for the Westland Knights. He'll face Alex Giroux of the Pickles. So Alex looks in towards Holcroft. And the opening offering. Up and inside for a strike. Defense for the Pickles, it'll be Hudson in left, Cooney in center, O'Reilly in right. Jovan at third, Sue at second, Sue at shortstop. There's a swing and a ground ball towards Lightgeb at second. He spears it on a hop and goes to first in time. So 4-3 is the first down of the bottom of the first. And Gregory playing at first with Morgan putting down the signs. So Bradley Knight, who's got a 4-game hitting streak, the only player in the Wild Wild West League to hit in every game he's played in. And his first multi-hit game last night. Opening offering. And he swings and misses. Bradley Knight, 5th in the league in slugging percentage. 2nd in batting average at .385 is an on-base percentage of .529. 0-1. Misses below the knees. Alex Giroux in his last outing faced this Knights team. Gave up a run in 4 innings, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. He was dominant. 1-1. Swing and a drive into right field. This ball going back. No doubt about it. Bradley Knight goes yard on his first at bat. And it's 1-0 Knight lead. O'Reilly turned around and didn't even bother. That ball was a rocket. And just like that, Westland's on top. The coach's kid getting it done. Former West Coast League MVP. Showing off right there. First home run of the summer. To the shortest part of the ballpark, but that would have been a home run to left. Anyway, this ball was out of there. So up comes the lefty, Jake Ducard, as he looks at a first pitch ball downstairs. Home run by Knight opens things up. We saw the wind's blowing to center. Ducard hitting .357. He leads the league in batting average. As he swings and sends one into the air, pop up for a Lightgeb at second. Among the shadows, he reaches up and makes the catch on the infield dirt, and there's 2 gone. So up comes Chad Stevens, the right-handed batter, as Ducard is down on 2 pitches. Right-handed batter Stevens hits leadoff for the Pilots. Playing with Bradley Knight, his new teammate. Opening offering to Stevens. Misses low and outside. Count of 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 hit, 1 run for the Knights, and the home run from Bradley Knight. Alex Giroux trying to find his rhythm. 1-0. Swinging a tapper foul. Down the left field line. Almost clips Brook Knight. He counted 1-1. Stevens in the cleanup spot. Looks in towards Giroux. Base is empty, 2 gone, bottom 1, 1-1. Swinging a big chopper. Jovan, going to be a tough play. Tries the bare hand, but he can't put the hand on it. And a single for Chad Stevens. Would have been a great play by Kenyon over there at third. It was a slow roller. And now the second baseman, Andy Armstrong, out of Oregon State, steps in. Bottom first here at Valbrook. A 2-route single by Stevens keeps the inning rolling as Armstrong stands in. Opening offering from Giroux. Strike low and outside. One on, 2 gone, bottom 1. 1-0 Knights. Pickles had an opportunity to put a run up on the board in the top of the inning, and the Knights jump ahead 1-0. 0-1 on its way. Runner goes. Swinging a shot right at Sue. Backhands it from deep in the dirt. Just throw to first. Plenty of time. A 2-hit, 1-run inning. The Knights get a home run from Bradley Knight. They lead Chad Stevens stranded. To the second we go. It's 1-0 Westland. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the second here at Bob Brock. We had our first hit of the game by Bradley Knight, and Bradley Knight bringing our Waterloo Sparkling Water opening knock of the ball game. Austin-based Waterloo Sparkling Water is a bold, better for you take on growing sparkling water genre, making its mark by focusing on fruit-inspired flavors and delivering a much richer, more authentic taste. Be on the lookout for 2 delicious new flavors they released this year, blueberry and peach. So as we get set, top 2, Lucas Gregory, right-handed batter to face Jerpy, opening offering. Is a strike, low and inside. Pickles trying to get a 2-out rally going in the top of the first. Morgan tripled, Yovan walked, but they couldn't bring a run home and now find themselves trailing 1-0, 0-1. Is a ball inside. And the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top 2 with Bob Brock. 1-1 on its way. Swing and a miss. By Lucas Gregory in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gregory, Lightgeb, Arnone in this top 2. 1-0 Knights lead the Pickles. And the 1-2 home. Misses low and away. Down 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shadows starting to come across the mound. So Jerpy pitching out of the shadows and into the light. 2-2 home. Swinging a foul down the left field line. And the count remains at 2-2. Top 2 here at Bob Brock. Knights got a run in the bottom of the first thanks to a home run from Bradley Knight, who's now got a 5-game hit streak in the Wild Wild West League. 2-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. See ya. Lucas Gregory strikes out. Third of the ball game for Jerpy. And up comes Brandon Lightgeb with 1 out and the bases empty. So Brandon Lightgeb at the plate. And his brother, Jake Lightgeb, putting down the signs. Both of them came here awfully early to today's game. Got to catch some Gherkins Grey Wolves. Opening offering. Misses low and inside. First strike. A little bit of a disadvantage here for Brandon Lightgeb because Jake knows exactly where his hot zones are. 0-1. Swing and a miss. And he's going to pitch to the weaknesses. Down 0-2. Lightgeb in the hole. Brandon hitting 143. The 0-2 on its way. And he takes the ball off the plate and low. Counted a ball and 2 strikes. Wind blowing straight out to center. Balls are going to carry here at Bob Brock. We've already seen 1 home run. Right-hander deals. Misses up and away. The count at 2-2. Brandon Lightgeb facing the lefty. Jerpy lefty on righty. 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the second. 4 on the game for Cooper Jerpy, who's a strikeout machine. And up comes Alex Arnone, and it looks like Brooke Knight's going to talk to his pitcher. We might see a pitching change. Saw Brooke Knight pull Fennings awfully quick in yesterday's ball game, and he's going to do the same here. We'll take a break and come right back. That's the night for Cooper Jerpy. He allows 1 hit, 1 walk, and gets 4 strikeouts in 1 2/3. We'll be back for more baseball. 1-0 Knights lead the Pickles. So the new pitcher for the Knights is Ethan Krupp, the right-hander, to face right-handed batter Alec Arnone, righty on righty. Opening offering, and Krupp deals the ball away. Krupp, his last outing, Tuesday, July 14th. In 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. 1-0. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Trying to work his 67 ERA down. Of course, inflated. 2 gone, bases empty. Arnone looks in towards Krupp. Sets at the belt. And the 1-1. Swing and a drive into left field. Going back is Holcroft at the track, looking up. This game is tied. Alex Arnone goes a big fly, and it's a 1-1 game in the top of the second. So Arnone with a home run. And the first batter Ethan Krupp sees, he gives up a 4-bagger. So in stands Danny O'Reilly in this 1-1 ball game. O'Reilly hitting 143 with a .333 on base percentage. Opening offering. Misses up and outside. And the count at 1-0. Just like that, we're all tied up. 2 solo home runs, 1 by each team. It's a 1-1 game, 1-0. Swing and a drive down the right field line. Anderson going back. Ducart coming in. Ducart to his left. Then he makes the catch in fair territory. That does it for the top of the second. 1 hit, 1 run. Alec Arnone ties things up at 1 as we head to the bottom of the inning. Knights and Pickles even. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bob Brock Stadium. Bottom of the second. Before we get going, we have Victoria Growald. A happy birthday. Hope she's watching. Hope you have a great birthday, and thanks for supporting the Portland Pickles. So Jake Leipke stands in with his brother playing second, offering to the right-handed batter. Up and in for a strike, and they counted 0-1. Bottom 2, 1-1 game. Alex Giroux still on the mound for the Pinks. His 0-1. Misses outside and upstairs in the count at 1-1. It'll be Leitgeb, Anderson, Klemp in the bottom of the second. In this 1-1 game, 1-1 count. Swing at a foul. Back down the right field line and into the counted on 2 strikes. Jake Leitgeb hitting at 250. Was 0 for 1 in yesterday's contest between the Pickles and the Knights. 1-2 his way. Strike 3 up and outside. Leitgeb is gone. And the first strikeout of the ball game for Giroux starts the second inning. So the right-handed batter, James Anderson, steps into the box. 4th in the league at batting average. Anderson hitting .286. Was 0 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout. Trying to bounce back here tonight. As he swings and misses at the first pitch, he uses the count 0-1. Anderson, a redshirt junior at Scott University. Played summer 2018 at the Corvallis Knights. As he swings and drives one into center field, and it drops in front of Christian Cooney for a base hit. James Anderson with the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Knights. There's 1 on with 1 out. As up comes Nicholas Klemp. So the go-ahead run is aboard for Westland. And Klemp, who was 0 for 3 yesterday, steps in. Struck out twice. Giroux sets. First pitch to Klemp. Swing and a miss. And the count at 0-1. Klemp played in 6 games at the University of Portland Jordan season. Added 217 and 23 at-bats. 4 RBIs. 5 hits and 2 walks. Runner at first. 1 out. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quickly, 0-2. James Anderson has not tried to steal this year. But the Knights have been oddly aggressive on the base paths. Brook Knight sends them. Runner at first. 1 gone. Bottom 2 in a 1-1 game. The 0-2 home. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Rob Nyer on the broadcast in the bottom of the 4th, the commissioner of the West Coast League. Should be a great one. Stick around for that. Maybe we'll get Rob to read trivia. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom 2. The 0-2. Misses up and inside. And they counted a ball and 2 strikes. Giroux exhales. Looks in and deals the 1-2. High. They counted 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anderson takes the lead at first. 1-1 game here at Bob Brock. Bottom 2nd with 1 out. 2-2, Giroux. Strike 3. Up and outside. Giroux gets a generous call, and there's his 2nd strikeout of the 2nd inning. As up comes the 9th batter, Thomas Ducart. Ducart hitting .273. Switch hitter batting on the left side. So ready on lefty. Opening offering to Dugar. And he swings and cranks one foul. Thomas went 0 for 3 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. Ahead to join his brother at Oregon State after this summer. Graduate of Lake Oswego High School, where he played football and baseball. 0-1. Misses away and upstairs in the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas was named Oregon First Team All Defense by USA Today. Made some nice plays in right already, 1-1. And he looks at a strike, low and inside. And the count at 1-2. Shadows falling from right to left across Bob Brock. 1 on, 2 gone, runner goes. Swinging a sharp ground ball off the mound. A short hop, Lightgib has it. He goes to first and in time for the out. A good play by Lightgib to end the inning. The top of the third we go. 1-1 between the Knights and the Pickles.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
Welcome back. Top 3 here at Bob Brock. Noah Sue steps into the batter's box. The lefty to face the righty Ethan Krupp. First time for Sue facing Krupp. Opening offering, and Sue swings and pops one back to the screen. And they counted 0-1. 1-1 ball game, top 3. Sue struck out looking in his last at bat. 0-1. Up and away for a ball. The count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Sue, Cooney, Morgan for the Pickles. All tied up at 1 with the Knights. The pitch. Low and outside for a ball, and they count it 2-1. The 2-1. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. The count levels out to Sue, 2-2. Pickles and the Knights tied at 1. With Sue leading things off in the top of the third. Wind blown out the center and Bob Brock. And Ethan Krupp deals. Up and away for ball 3. And the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Sue. Trying to get aboard. And he swings and dribbles one right side. Second baseman Armstrong from the grass goes to first. And there's 1 gone in the top of the third. So Sue is 0 for 2. And up comes Christian Cooney, who flew out to center his last time up. You see Lightgib go out and talk to Krupp, who's already given up 1 home run. Cooney has the other home run for the Pickles all summer. That was the opening night matchup against the Gherkins. 1-1 ball game. Solo shots by Bradley Knight of the Knights and Alex Arnone of the Pickles. Opening offering. And the right-handed batter Cooney looks at a ball. Cooney looking for a knock. He's not had one in his last 2 games. He takes the ball downstairs. The count at 2-0. He had 222 pilots back in 2020. Baseball 2-0. Skips in. Count 3 balls and no strikes. Cooney, a graduate of Central Catholic, where he was 2-time selection to Oregon's 6A All-State first team. Base is empty, 1 out in a 1-1 game here in the top of the 3rd at Bob Brook. Another beautiful afternoon in Oregon. 3-0. Misses up and inside, and Christian Cooney with a 4-pitch walk is aboard. The go-ahead run is aboard for the Pickles as up comes Zach Morgan. Morgan was the only Pickles batter who was able to get a hit off Cooper Jerpy as he blasted one into center. Brook Knight then went on to pull Jerpy. 4 batters. Top 3, runner on, 1-1. Opening offering. And Morgan swings and lifts one into right center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Cooney. A 2-hit night for Zach Morgan. And there's 2 on with 1 gone. In the top of the 3rd as the cleanup man, Kevin Yanyova, stands in. Ovan rocking the green cleats, the green armband. He was aboard with a walk his last time up. Second at bat for him with a runner in scoring position. The go-ahead run trying to give the Pickles the lead. It would be the first lead over the Knights all summer. 1-1 ball game, top 3, 2 on, 1 out. Opening offering. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. Pickles know one thing, and that's Krupp is vulnerable. They got 5 runs off him in the bottom of the 8th last time they saw him. Argue with 1 against the Knights pitcher, trying to take the lead and get another. Krupp sets to the belt, looks at second, and looks home. 0-1. Skips in, and they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Knights bullpen is quiet for now, because a ground ball could be. Pickles with a walk. Cooney, Morgan single. There's runners at second and first, and 1 gone at the top of the 3rd. Portland trying to take a lead against Westland. 1-1. Swing and a high pop-up right field. Going back is Ducard. He gets under it right before the track. Makes the catch. Cooney is tagging. Throw from Ducard is cut off. And there's runners to the corners with 2 gone in the top of the 3rd. That ball almost carried out of here. Cooney with some good base running moves up 90 feet. And the go-ahead run is 90 feet away for Hudson by York. So not a completely unproductive at-bat for Kenyon Yovan. As Byork steps into the box. He struck out looking to Cooper Jerpy his last time up. Runners at the corners, 2 out, top 3, the pitch. And he takes a first pitch strike. 1-1 ball game here between the Knights and the Pickles. Cooney at third after his walk. Morgan at first after his single. The pitch. Swinging a slapper into center field for a base hit. Jogging home is Cooney, and for the first time all summer, the Pickles have a 2-1 lead on the Knights. That's got to feel good. Morgan to second. Byork at first. An opportunity for Lucas Gregory to bring home another run. 2-1 picks. Top 3 here at Bob Brook. Krupp sets, looks at second, deals home. And a strike. Low and inside. Catches the corner of the plate. Count 0-1. Gregory struck out swinging to Cooper Jerpy his last time up. 2 on, 2 out. He tried to get out of the inning. Only 1 run damage. Upsets. Looks at second. And deals. Swing it a foul back to the screen. Just tapped on the bottom half of the bat. And now Gibb goes out and takes to Krupp. Blowing now right to left, out to left center. Still blowing hard. 2 hits and a run in this inning for the Pickles and an opportunity for more. They've taken a 2-1 lead over the Knights. Their first lead against this Westland Knights ball club. Krupp sets and deals his 0-2. And that ball is downstairs. The count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lucas Gregory, hitting .222. He's 2 for 9 with a pair of runs and 4 strikeouts. Did not play in yesterday's ball game. 1-2. Downstairs below the knees, over the plate, and the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shadows have completely covered the infield with spots at third base. The outfield still in the sun here at Bob Brock. 2 on, 2 out, 2-1 Pickles lead, top 3. Krupp's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ball is down on the ground, and Lightgib tags Gregory. That does it for the third, but not before Pickles bring a run home. An RBI single from Hudson by York. It's 2-1 Picks. Knight coming up in the bottom of the third. A windy Saturday night ball game here at Bob Brock. 2-1, the Pickles leading the Knights. And for the first time this summer, the Pickles have a lead on Westland. Knights, though, are not unaccustomed to being down. They were behind 1-0 to the Gresham Grey Wolves on Thursday and came back to win that game 2-1. 2-1 Pickles. To the bottom of the third we go. It's going to be the top of the lineup. Jake Holcroft steps into the left side of the batter's box. And he will face Alex Giroux. Bottom 3, 2-1 Picks. Giroux's first pitch. Misses up and away. In the count, 1 ball and no strikes. The Holcroft Knight Dukart. 1-2-3. Here in the bottom of the third, the Knights trying to even things up. 1-0. Swing it a foul, back to the screen, and the count at 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Pickles. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Knights. 3 lefties for Giroux. As he deals a ball low and inside, and the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom 3 here at Bob Brock. And the 2-1 home. Holcroft puts the bunt down, bunts it down the left field line. That ball rolls foul. It was a good bunt. Holcroft thought he had it. And instead of a single, it's a 2-2 count with the bases empty and nobody out. Holcroft, as a redshirt freshman at the University of Portland, also will be a teammate of Bradley Knight, hit .484 in the 15 games he played, with a .522 on base percentage. 2-2. And he swings and misses. So a strikeout to start the third of the ball game for Alex Giroux. And up comes Bradley Knight, the man who has done all the damage, with a home run to right field. A no doubt about it home run. So we'll see how Giroux attacks Knight the second time around. Opening offering. Swinging a high drive, left center field. Hudson to his left, fighting the sun, gets under it, and makes the catch for out number 2. One pitch and one out to Bradley Knight. After this third inning, ladies and gentlemen, hang around. We'll have our third installment of the Mascot Olympics, the best Olympics around. Bottom of the third, 2 out, and an opportunity for a quick inning for Giroux as he faces the left-handed batter, Jake Ducar. Opening offering. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. And the count had 0-1. Ducar popped out to Lightgeb at second his last time up. 2 gone. Bases empty, a 2-1 Pickles lead here in the bottom of the third. The 0-1. Misses low and inside, and the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights starting to come on here at Bob Brock. 1-1. Swinging a tapper back to the screen. And the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Giroux trying to go 1-2-3 here in the third and protect the 2-1 lead the Pickles have built. He shakes off 2 pitches and deals the 1-2. Misses low and inside. Ducar lays off the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only run for the Knights coming in the first thanks to a home run from Bradley Knight. Here's the 2-2. Misses again low and inside. Rowe wants that pitch, and the count full 3-2. Chad Stevens is on deck. He singled in his last at-bat. Bases empty, 2 out. Bottom 3, a 2-1 Pickles lead. The payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball left side. Diving to his left is Gregory, and he can't get there. A 1-out single for Jake Ducar. And the third inning continues as up comes Chad Stevens. So the fourth hit of the ball game for the team from Westland. And the tying run is aboard as the go-ahead comes to the plate and the cleanup right-handed batter Stevens. So Giroux gets through 2 lefties but gives up a hit to the third. And now we'll face 6 right-handed batters in a row. Giroux looks down, looks up, deals. Swinging a big chopper up the middle. Sue on the second hop, spins, throws the first in time for the out. Good snag by Gregory. Noah Sue with a highlight play, and that does it for the third. We'll stay here for the Mascot Olympics. It's going to be Lopi, Gigi, and Dylan. So Gigi won the first Mascot Olympics. Dylan won yesterday's Mascot Olympics. And Lil P is still looking for that first win. Now there's rumors that Rob Nyer is in one of these costumes, the commissioner of the Wild Wild West League. But we cannot confirm nor deny. See what the games are for today. Looks like it will be who can pop the most balloons. Oh, we're going to find out. You got to sit on them. Yeah, and try to pop the balloon. And there they go. Lil P with 1, then Dylan, then Gigi. Lil P again. 1 more for Little P for the win. Can he get there? He does. Little P with a win in part 3 of the Mascot Olympics. And it's all tied at 1. Gigi, Dylan, and now Little P wins this year. Stays Mascot Olympics. A tie across the board. The Mascot Olympics will be back tomorrow after the third inning. Take a quick break and come right back. To Bob Brock, 2-1 Pickles on top of the Knights. As 7-8-9 due up for the Pickles facing Ethan Krupp. It'll be Brandon Lightgib, Alec Arnone, Danny O'Reilly. Lightgib stands in. Opening offering. Misses low and outside. Down at 1 ball and no strikes. Them struck out swinging, and the last batter, Connor Drippy faced. 1-0 from Krupp. Swing and a miss. The count at 1-1. So first time for Lightgib seeing Krupp tonight. Leading off this top of the fourth. Pickles 2, Knights 1. Base is empty, the 1-1. Misses. No, drops in for a strike. Way up and inside. Looked like it was a little too inside. And the count at 1-2 to Lightgib. 1-2 home. Swing, and he sends this one into right center. Brook Knight going back. He gets under it, looks up, and makes the catch. And there's one gone. So Alec Arnone, the man who has a solo home run against Krupp, in his last at-bat, steps into the batter's box. The right-handed hitter. Rocking the stars and stripes on the right arm. Opening offering 2-0 from Krupp. And he takes a ball downstairs. Swing and a drive down the left field line. This ball hooking, and it drops in fair territory. Arnone rounding first. See what the call is. It looked like they're going to keep him there for a single. It's interesting. It looked like Arnone was going to try to dig for 2. Might have had a chance, but instead he holds up at first. So Danny O'Reilly with 1 on and 1 out steps into the batter's box. The right-handed hitter flew out to right field his last time up, but a nice play from Thomas Duca. Pickles with a runner aboard, 1 gone. Trying to add to their 2-1 lead in the top of the 4th. And there's a strike, throw back to first, and diving is Arnone safely. O'Reilly looks on. Krupp gets the signs. Sets and deals. And the 0-1 misses downstairs. Count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Pickles with 5 hits, 2 runs, no errors. Knights 1 hit, 4 runs. Or 4 hits, 1 run, no errors. Top 4 here at Bob Brock. Ethan Krupp with a runner at first and 1 out deals. Swinging a foul down the right field line into the bleachers, and the count of the ball and 2 strikes. Alex Arnone, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single, leads at first. Pickles trying to add to their 1-run lead, hanging on by a stick man. 1-2. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Arnone hasn't tried to steal this summer. Pickles haven't been super aggressive on the base paths. Noah Sue has a pair of stolen bases. He's on deck. And the 1-2. In the dirt, low and outside, and it gets away from Lightgib. He has no idea where the ball is. And jogging into second is Arnone in scoring position. A wild pitch moves Arnone up 90 feet. And a runner in scoring position with 1 gone, a 2-2 count to Danny O'Reilly. So an opportunity for O'Reilly to grab his second RBI of the summer. 2-1 Pickles lead, but a runner in second. And O'Reilly swings and blasts one into left center field. This ball into the gap, going back, unable to get to it is Holcroft. Around third and coming home is Arnone. He scores with ease. Riley into second with a stand-up double. It's a 3-1 Pickles lead. So the fans raising the chairs here at Bob Brock. Alex Arnone scores for the second time tonight. An RBI for O'Reilly. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change for Brook Knight. We'll take a break and come right back. Top four, one out. Runner at second. 3-1. Pickles lead the Knights. Ready? So welcome back to the top of the fourth inning. Pickles with a run in and looking for more. Danny O'Reilly at second. Noah Sue, the leadoff man, to start things off. And he will face for the first time this summer Decker Stedman, left-handed pitcher, reliever, and of the University of Oregon. Stedman finished 0-1 with a 1.59 ERA in the shortened 2020 season. O'Reilly with his RBI double stands at second. One out in the top of the fourth. Pickles trying to add some more, leading 3-1. Stedman sets and deals to Sue. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. They counted 0-1. So the first time all summer the Pickles have a lead on the Knights. And they're up by 2. That was Sue who struck out looking and grounded out to first, trying to pick up an RBI. Stedman deals home. And Sue takes the ball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Pickles put up a run in the second, the third, and the fourth. Stedman sets. Looks at second, the 1-1. Swinging a foul on the left field line and back onto the practice field. And the count at a ball and a strike. Christian Cooney on deck. He walked and scored back in the third. 1-2 count to Sue with O'Reilly taking a lead at second base. 3-1 Picks, top 4 here at Bob Brock. Another beautiful Saturday night ball game in Aurora, Oregon. And the 1-2. So we get a foul back to the screen. They counted a ball and 2 strikes. Stedman, lefty, sets and deal. And strike 3 to Sue. And there's 2 gone in the top of the 4th. Robert Jones giving a shout out to Isaac Shetler. Thanks for watching, Isaac. Thanks to all those Pickles fans tuning in on YouTube. Top 4 here at Bob Brock. 2 out, runner at second. It's Christian Cooney looking for his first hit and an RBI to put the Pickles up 3-1. So we're going to foul back to the screen. And Cooney down in the count, 0-1. Stedman went to Thurston High School in Springfield, Oregon, where he was named Oregon 5A Baseball Player of the Year following his senior season. The perfect game was the number 4 player in the state of Oregon and the number 1 overall lefty. But hasn't pitched here in the Wild Wild West League. In fact, he's been doing a lot of work with the bat. Hitting .250 with a pair of RBIs. 0-1. Swing and a miss. And Cooney in the hole, 0-2. Top 4 here at Bob Brock. Pickles with runs in the second, the third, and here in the fourth. They lead it 3-1. And the 0-2. So we're going to foul back to the screen. Cooney stays alive, and the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Cooney looked in. 1 RBI on the year for him. O'Reilly with his RBI double stands at second. A 3-1 Pickles lead with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that does it for the top of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. In the bottom of the inning, we'll have WCL Commissioner Rob Nyer. Pickles lead 3-1 after the RBI O'Reilly here at Bob Brock. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 4th here at Bob Brock. Pickles 3 and the Knights 1. We have Rob Nyer joining us in the broadcast. Thanks for joining us, Rob.
It's just amazing to be here.
So your first day out here to Bob Brock, gorgeous place in Aurora, Oregon. What are your first impressions?
Well, I mean, it's hard to separate my first impressions of the place with my first impressions of getting to go to a baseball game.
That is true. Here's a ground ball to short. Noah Sue in plenty of time.
But having said that, the field is just gorgeous, and the setting you can't really beat. And you got a mountain view here, which is not from the press box here, but step outside, and it's just amazing. Um, if you can't play in your home ballpark, you really could not do better than this.
Yeah, it's very nice out here as Jake Lightgibb steps in. Now, when things started to spiral down and the West Coast League unfortunately had to announce that they'd take the summer off, were you surprised at all that the Pickles decided, hey, let's try to make our own little one-year league?
No, I was not. I mean, Alan Miller had been pretty clear about there's a swing and a miss, had been pretty clear about his desire to play baseball. And a lot of our owners were in the same situation. Even if we couldn't have league play, they wanted to play baseball somehow. And
there's another swing and a miss by Lightgibb, and the count at 1-2.
But for various reasons, Alan was basically the only one who could make it work through no fault of their own.
1-2 is driven into right center. Thomas Ducart has out number 2.
I think Alan's perseverance and the ability to, when you are trying to put together what has come to be called a pod, and this has happened all around the country in various places, get a small number of teams, and have them play in one location or two. It really helps if you're near a major metropolitan area where there are a lot of kids who want to play baseball. And so I think clearly a lot of the kids playing here are Portland area players.
Yeah, when you talk to guys after games and just short conversations, they're just happy. They're happy to be out here playing the game that a lot of them, this is the longest stretch of time they've ever gone without playing baseball.
Right.
And so it's great to see it's back. We double headers on the weekends. And we're here at Aurora, Oregon, 30 minutes south of Walker Stadium.
Yeah, I was actually shocked at how quickly I was able to get here. And I live in North Portland, and it was not a difficult trip at all.
Oh, it's not too bad. And it kind of sneaks up on you. You're driving in the field, and all of a sudden, here's the stadium.
Right.
But it's absolutely gorgeous. Just wait till we get to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. The sun starts to set, and right field is beautiful. First impression of the ball games, we talked about it off the air, and absolutely stacked. Another Westland or Corvallis Knights team, depending on what you know them by, and then the Pickles. But tonight, it's been pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the Knights roster a few weeks ago, there's a foul ball back to the screen. I was sort of blown away by how much talent Brooke Knight was able to collect for this team. I sort of joked around with him a little bit. I hoped he wouldn't run the table this season. But
this ball is driven down the left field line, hooking, foul. A high fly ball just misses.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, but you look at the Pickles roster, and there's a great deal of talent on this club too. And obviously tonight, it's the Pickles are head by a couple of runs. I don't want to see anybody run away with it. Just as a baseball person, I don't like to see that. So I'm hoping that things stay competitive over the course of this short season.
2-2 to James Anderson. He's upstairs in the count, full 3-2. Yeah, it is. It's nice to have baseball back. A lot of these guys on this Knights team and some of the Pickles were supposed to go play places like Cape Cod. And seasons get canceled, so you kind of have all-star talent in the Northwest here.
That's right. I mean,
as there's a strike 3 called, and that will do it for the bottom of the 4th. Well, if you want to stick with us,
you bet, absolutely.
And come for the top of the 5th, we'll take a quick break and come right back. 3-1 Pickles lead. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the fifth here at Bob Brock, and the right-handed batter Zach Morgan stands in to face Decker Stedman. I'm Carlo Jimenez alongside Rob Nyer. Rob, you got the chance catch a little bit of the mascot Olympics.
Yes, I got a very up close and personal look at the mascot Olympics. That little Gherkin fella, boy, he was really making some things happen.
He needed the win too. He was the only one without a win, so that was a good buy.
Yeah, I was really impressed with his performance.
Athletic. Maybe somebody should get him a bat. So a first pitch ball to Zach Morgan. Morgan 2 for 2 with a triple and a single. Top 5 here at Bob Brock. Well, I know there's some changes coming to the West Coast League. We got a new team, right, in 2021?
We have a new team, yes. There's a foul ball down the third base line. The Nanaimo Night Owls will be joining the league next summer. Pretty exciting. I've visited Nanaimo a couple of times, and it's a wonderful city. It's a fishing, coal mining town, and it just sort of oozes character. So I'm really looking forward to going back.
That will be great. Always great to see the best league on the West Coast growing.
And they will also, during their day games, they will be the Nanaimo Bars.
2 names.
Yes, 2 names. I suspect that I wouldn't be surprised if the Bars merchandise might outsell the Night Owls because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was noticing Baseball America put them up in the top 5 after the Nanaimo Bars.
I missed that. That's awesome.
Yeah, as for team names. Pickles were 8 with the Pickles and the Gherkins.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the only organization with 2 team names up there. So depends on how you look at it. So right now, Zach Morgan in 3-1 count, looking for his 3rd hit of the night. And he swings and cranks one to right center. Bradley Knight going back. He sets under it, calls everybody off, and makes the catch. And we talked about this night teams. Bradley Knight has made some terrific plays in center, former West Coast League Player of the Year. He's got quite the talent out there.
And you mentioned the Cape Cod League, and Briley was ticketed for the Cape Cod League, and of course that all went away. And so we're fortunate to get to see him play here in Oregon this summer. And I've watched. I saw Briley play in 2 seasons with the Corvallis Knights, and clearly a great deal of talent there. But his season, his 2019 season, was just phenomenal.
Yeah, he had an absolute great year going on to stay local. He's going to the University of Portland. Going to be a pilot.
Yep, which is right down the road from where I live, about a mile. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play next spring.
Yeah, Brook Knight's got a couple pilots on this team. Like Holcroft and Knight, their leadoff guys. Both
Holcroft has also been fantastic in our league.
1-0 to Kenyon Yovan. This is a guy who's been drafted twice at the University of Oregon. Again, slated to play summer ball on the East Coast, but here he is. Kenyon is a All-American as a pitcher and a fielder at his time at Oregon. The 2-0 and 3 balls and no strikes to him.
Well, we talked about the talent. If we thought that if we wound up having a season, we would have an amazing, like the most talent we've ever had in the West Coast League, because so many of these players couldn't go to other leagues, and a lot of those guys are now here in the Wild Wild West League. And my understanding is that the stands have been packed with scouts this weekend, which is something we always love to hear.
Yeah, yesterday we had Jake Fennings on the mound, 6'7", and we reported 15 to 20 scouts. So it has been packed with scouts. Kenyon Yovan's going to take his second walk of the ball game as he jogs down to first. Here in the top of the 5th, 3-1 Pickles lead. Carly Meadows alongside Rob Nyer. So, Rob, as you watch these 2 teams go at it, baseball is great to be back, but it's a little different. No high-fiving after the games. You guys see a lot of air fives. When guys walk back down in the dugouts, it's a lot of air fives along. So it's a little different, but it's baseball.
It is. It's absolutely fundamentally baseball. I mean, I think that it's...
There's a strike to Hudson by York with 1 on and 1 out.
I think it's much more difficult for the players than the fans to make that adjustment, because the high fives and all those things, those are hardwired into the players. It's really not, some of us enjoy that as fans. Some of us don't really care, but
the ball up and inside, the count at 1-1.
Honestly, watching the first 4 innings from the stands, it didn't even occur to me that those things weren't happening. I focus on the game and then look at my scorebook, and all of a sudden it's time to start playing ball again.
Yeah, it's been great to have baseball back, and A lot of guys stay in the protocol. We already had one COVID case, but we were able to bounce back, and kind of shows the league how much guys want to keep playing and how much incentive there is to keep having baseball. Again, this is the only baseball on the West Coast besides down in San Diego where they're still playing.
That's right. And I've been heartened to see how they've been following the protocols. Nobody's perfect, but I've seen some videos of other baseball around the country where there didn't seem to be any protocols at all. And I'm thinking, boy, I really hope that we don't see that sort of thing in our neck of the woods. And I haven't. I think Alan and all the staffs have done a fantastic job in making sure everybody's aware of what they need to be doing.
As Bjork takes a strike in the count at 2-2 with a runner at first. Top 5, 3-1, the Pickles lead on top of the Knights. Knights trying to remain undefeated. Pickles trying to take sole possession of second place in the WWWL. So the shadows start to set. There's a swing and another foul. Rob, as we continue here in the top of the 5th, of course, taking a year off, but coming up next year, besides the new team, is there anything you're really looking excited for the 2021 West Coast League season?
Well, I mean, there's still a lot we don't know about 2021. We don't know what the talent's going to look like, for one thing, because we don't even yet know for sure.
There's a slapper left side, scooped up by Stevens. He goes to second for one. The turn to first in time. 5-4-3, ring him up. And that does it for the top of the 5th. Go ahead and finish your thought.
Well, I'd say we don't yet know what the college season is going to look like next spring and summer. But it wouldn't at all surprise me if we still wound up having next season the most talent we've ever had in this league. I think we will. So that's what I'm looking forward to more than anything, is just seeing all that talent on the field and coming back after a year off.
And it should be great. Well, thanks so much for joining us up in the booth. It's again Rob Nye, the commissioner of the West Coast League. Pickles with a 3-1 lead at halfway home. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th. Nicholas Klemp to lead things off for the Westland Knights. The right-handed batter looks in towards the new pitcher, Josh Vitus. Righty on righty, opening offering. Is a ball low outside. Down at 1-0. 1-0, swinging a drive down the right field line, hooking foul. And the 1-1 on its way. Swinging a foul in between the legs of Klemp, and the count at 1-2. Bottom 5 here at Bob Brock. Whole stadium covered in Shadows. Nicholas Klemp facing off against Josh Vitus to start this 5th inning. The 1-2 home. Swing and a foul down the left field line. And they counted a ball and 2 strikes. Wind blown out to center. Klemp looks in. And he kicks and deals. Low and outside. Counted 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pickles 3, scoring in the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. Knight's only run came off a big fly in the bat of Bradley Knight. And the 2-2. Misses inside, very close. In the ball, count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nicholas Klemp struck out looking in his last at bat. Bottom 5 here at beautiful Bob Rock Stadium. And the 3-2. Ball 4 up and in. And a leadoff walk to Klemp will bring the tying run to the plate and Thomas Ducart. Ducart, the lefty, grounded out to second his first time up. The opening offering, and he swings and misses. They counted 0-1. Home half of the 5th here at Bob Brock. Knights with an opportunity to get a run on the board with a leadoff walk. The 0-1 to Ducart. Misses away. And they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Ducart taps the plate twice, spins his bat, and wags it at the waist. Leading at first is Klemp. 1-1, runner goes. Check swing, he didn't go. Throw in plenty of time. Zach Morgan gave Noah Sue a good 2.5 seconds. Tag out Nicholas Klemp. And with 1 gone and the base is empty, a 2-1 count to Thomas Ducart. Josh Vitus on the mound for the Pigs. Pitched 3 innings against the Knights. Got the loss as he gave up 1 run and 4 hits. Ducart in the 9 hole. Holcroft on deck. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Counted 2-2. A walk, a cut, stealing for Klemp. 2-2 to Ducart. And he swings and slaps one. Slow roller, right side. Getting to it is Gregory, but he has no play at first. So Ducart hits it into no man's land. The Pickles unable to cover, and it's an infield single for the 9th hitter as the tying run once again comes to the plate, and Jake Holcroft. Holcroft grounded out to second and struck out swinging. He's 0 for 2. Facing Vitus for the first time. Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom 5, opening offering. Misses inside. Pickles 3, Knights 1. On this Saturday night matchup at Bob Brock. And the 1-0. Swinging a drive into left center field. This ball into the gap, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Around second, coming around third is Ducart. Stopping at second is Holcroft. The throw-in is cut off. The Knights get on the board on the RBI double from the leadoff man. And it's a 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. So Ducart scores. And Bradley Knight as the tying run in scoring position as he steps into the batter's box. 3-2 Pickles, bottom 5 here at Bob Brock. One out and a runner at second base is Holcroft. Knight with a home run tonight. He is 1 for 2. A winning offering from Vitus. Misses inside at the belt in the count at 1-0. Pickles trying to protect the 3-2 lead. Knight with a go-ahead run in scoring position. Holcroft holds the bat, Knight holds the bat. And looks at a ball low and inside. The count at 2-0. Riley Knight, solo home run in the first, gave the Knights the lead. Pickles went on to score runs in the second, the third, and the fourth. 2-0 upstairs. And then Thomas Ducard singled. And Jake Holcroft with his RBI double stands at second. And a 3-0 count to Bradley Knight. Vitus sets to the belt. In the 3-0 home. Misses. Strike, Late call. Got me again. The count of 3-1. Umpire takes his time down there. A single ties the ball game. Knights trying to make it a 3-3 game in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 from Vitus. And ball 4, low and inside. Bradley Knight takes 90 feet. And there's runners at second and first. The tying and go-ahead runs are on the base paths as up comes the left-handed hitter, Jake Ducard. Ducard singled back in the third. He popped out to second in the first. Bottom 5, 2 on, 1 gone. Opportunity for the Knights. Here in the bottom of the fifth, trailing by a run. Vitus trying to get out of the jam. He needs a ground ball. The pitch. Strike up and outside. And the count at 0-1. Vitus exhales and deals. Swinging a slow ground ball up the middle. Sue scoops it up, goes to second for 1. The turn to first. In time. Not in time. It looked like they got him. And the ump says safe. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. And up comes Chad Stevens. And that was close. 4 fielder's choice. And up comes Chad Stevens. So runners at the corners, tying run 90 feet away, go-ahead run 270 feet away. Stevens, the righty, steps in, opening offering. And he swings and cranks one foul down the right field line, and the count at 0-1. Wind has died down a little bit here at Bob Brock. Sunset starting. The most gorgeous hours of the day. Sunset at Bob Brock. Baseball in the summer. Doesn't get much better. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom 6. 0-1 from Vitus. Misses low and away. They counted a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Picks. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Knights. Chad Stevens, who singled back in the first, steps into the batter's box. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Vitus a strike away from getting out of the fifth with a lead for the Pickles. Ducard at first. Holcroft the tying run at third. And the 1-2 runner goes. Ball on the outside, no throw. And a free stolen base for Jake Ducard. So they counted 2 balls, 2 strikes. Saw Zach Morgan throw Nicholas Klemp out earlier in the inning by a mile. But with the runner at third, he decided to hold on. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count. The pitch. Stevens chops one down the left field line. Foul. And everybody jogs back, and the count remains at 2-2. Stevens, the pilot from the University of Portland. Vitus steps on the rubber. Gets the signs from Morgan. He sets and deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that does it for the bottom of the fifth. A big-time strikeout from Josh Vitus. 2 hits, 2 left aboard. Knights get a run. It's 3-2, the lead for the Pickles. Don't go anywhere. Top of the 6 is coming up. Parker Huffman and a special guest when we return.
Ready as you'll ever be.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the 6. Carlo Jimenez alongside Parker Huffman and Randy Brock. Randy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So as we get set, top of the 6, Parker, I know you know Randy from some batting practice.
Yeah, I've known Randy quite a while. Started out in Diamond Sports and then started taking lessons over here at North Marion, so I'm quite familiar.
And do you think Parker still got it? We had a lot of runs earlier.
I don't know if he still got it.
Oh, I got it.
Parker was saying he probably can get an infield single in the morning game.
In the morning game?
Yeah. I mean, it was 16-12.
It was, but I don't know if he can run like that.
You got to get him some cleats. So here's the 0-2 to Gregory, and misses inside. Counter ball and a strike. Now, Randy, you take care of this gorgeous field. If you had to estimate, how many hours a day you think you spend out here?
I don't want to think about it. So these are long days right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's kind of fun.
Swinging a fly, Bradley Knight backpedaling, and he gets to it. And Gregory at the loud out to start the 6th.
Textbook turnaround there, Bradley Knight.
Bradley Knight he's a good baseball player. Well, it looks absolutely gorgeous every night here. This is a stunning job. You guys are here early. Thank you so much for letting us come up here in North Marion.
No, it's been a pleasure. We've really enjoyed having you guys, and I mean, everything about it. We just couldn't be happier the way things are working out, and we want to make it the best we can for you.
It has been the best and then some.
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous. I know you got some North Marion guys playing for the Gherkins.
Yes, we do.
A couple of boys getting some good.
Yeah, it's really good for them. They just had just graduated and didn't get their senior year this last year, but they're all going. There are 3 of them going to Chemeketa. There's 2 twins, the Wierster boys, Hunter and Noah, and then Brady Hansen. They were all going to be key parts of our high school team, and so this came about, and all of a sudden they got a chance to play, so they're excited about it.
Yeah, I was just talking to West Coast League Commissioner Rob Nair, and he's saying it's great to just have some baseball for a lot of guys who haven't had baseball in a long time. There's a ball up and outside to Brandon Lightgem, who stands in. And a lot of talented baseball players out here. We saw 20 scouts yesterday.
Yeah, there was quite a few of them here yesterday. He's got some pretty big arms, pitching in this league, and that's a big attraction.
Yeah.
But you got some good position guys too, so it's kind of been fun to watch. You haven't had a chance to see some good plays, for a long time, and all of a sudden, even tonight, we've had a couple good plays. The shortstop from the Pickles made a real nice play up the middle, and it's kind of fun to watch. You don't care what team, it's just get to see it, and that's good.
See baseball. Here's a walk to Brandon Lightgem, and there's a run on with 1 out, the top of the 6th. And Randy, you've seen your fair share of baseball, as one would say, in your time. Any leagues ever come down to North Marion like this before? Or is this the first one?
Well, and as far as leagues, no. A few years back, University of Portland was doing some things with their facility, and they couldn't have their fall baseball there, and they moved their fall baseball out here, and so they were here pretty much every day and on the weekends and stuff throughout the fall, and so you got to see a little bit of that caliber of ball out here. So that's mainly that and high school ball, Legion ball, that kind of thing.
And when the Pickles is just a snap back throw to first and back safely sliding is like a. When the Pickles reached out and asked for an opportunity to use the field, was this what you expected, or what kind of?
Well, I mean, I'm I've been familiar with the West Coast League and what it's all about. So I knew what it was, and I mean, when Ross gave me a call,
there's a swing and a line drive up the middle for a base hit.
When Ross gave me the call, I was, I mean, you feel honored because it's a higher caliber of baseball, and so my first thing to him was, you haven't seen the field, you might want to come down and take a look at it, make sure it fits what you want to do. And he came down, fell in love with it, and we just kind of, right away everything just started falling into place, and here we are, and it's like I say, it's been great. It really has.
Yeah, the second that North Marion was mentioned, I got excited, and I was telling them it's an incredible field. Andy and his son Tucker keep it in incredible shape, and Ross was a little skeptical, but when he saw it, that all changed quickly.
I'll tell you a little inside, Randy. There was thoughts of building our own field before we found this, so we really appreciate it.
Oh,
you let us use this one, because I was not prepared to come down here and start putting some 2x4s together.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting venture right there.
Yeah. So here's a swing and a drive in a left center field. Danny O'Reilly.
Get out.
That ball is off the bottom of the wall. Coming around third in to score is Lightgem. Arnone stops at third. 1 run is in. It's another double for O'Reilly. And add an RBI to it. 2 in scoring position, and the Pickles get on the board.
Oh, yeah, got some chairs raised out there in left field. Love it. Arnone almost caught up to him there.
I was surprised they didn't send him. He was right behind him. But looks like Brook Knight's going to come out. A lot of talent on this field. Brook Knight loves to he's got a ton of talent on that Westland Knights team. Pickles with an opportunity here. Randy, talk about the guy next to me, Parker Huffman. What did you see when he came with you, and how was batting work with Parker?
Well, I mean, he high school kid, that's mainly who I worked with a lot. Real good little short stroke, made real good solid contact. I never got a chance to see him play because I was always, coaching here.
Yeah.
But you could tell that, he was a player. He liked to play, and that's the biggest thing. If you get some desire and just have that attitude of you want to play the game, and he had that, and that's a big difference for a lot of kids.
Thanks, Randy.
You're welcome.
How was it for you, Parker?
Well, he's right. I was never the biggest guy, never the fastest guy. But I I wanted it. So I think that definitely helped me along the way and allowed me to play a year in college, and I had a lot of fun playing baseball.
And you pinch hit in Mexico, or pinch run.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 12,000 fans. I was
Ooh.
out there.
Pickles went down to Mexico to play
Awesome.
the Venados, and Parker got out there with a uni.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Not everybody can say that.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
there
right.
you go. And he's rocking the Venados jersey.
Gotta rep them. Gotta rep them. I got my 75th anniversary rare jersey. Shout out the Mazatlan Venados.
So 2 on, 1 out, 2 in scoring position for the Pickles. Let's do our trivia. Let's see if Randy, this we do trivia every 6th inning.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if you got this one. The original name of the Houston Astros.
Colt 45.
Oh,
No
on
hesitation.
the money.
Nailed it.
That ball gets away, and everybody stays where they are. Sue almost hit. Well, he get with his bat. So the bases are loaded now. Top of the 6th keeps going.
The big inning right here. If we can break something open.
Pickles need a win on a 2-game losing streak. Both of those losses to this night's team. With a 16-12 game earlier. Ever had any of those? Only 1 home run?
Yeah, we've seen some of those, here, and I'm part of some of those on both sides of them, and yeah, those. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you feel sorry for the pitchers because they're giving up hits and they're walking guys, and then you're making an error behind them, and then the inning just continues and continues, and it doesn't seem like you're ever going to get out of it. But that was a strange game because the Gherkins were down 10-4 at one time. Yeah. And then come all the way back and win at 16-12. So
2 6-run innings.
Yeah,
the same ball game.
Give them some credit. They just hung with it.
So it looks like we'll have a pitching change here for the Knights. So Randy, get out here early. How long does it take about to set up the field for the first BP?
Well, I guess I would say about 4 hours. We just tinkering around. It depends on, how the weather is during the day. And when I say the weather, I'm talking about if you got a heavy dew and things like that, it makes it a little harder to mow early. So you kind of have to wait a little bit. And, but, getting water on the field and doing all those things and just kind of getting everything ready. So when they do take their BP, we don't have to do as much work maybe after BP. And that's kind of trying to stay ahead of the game a little bit. But, I got some of my ball players that have been helping and they've kind of got, so they really enjoy it. And they're sitting down the left field line now, and they get a big kick out of these games, and they really like it. So it's good for them. It's good for them to be exposed to it and see it. And they're down there in the bullpen watching pitchers warm up, and that's pretty exciting to them.
Yeah, that's always good. How is the community here in Aurora kind of reacted to the Pickles coming down?
A lot of positive comments. I have a lot of parents that I've bumped into. They've really been positive about it and think it's really an exciting thing that they chose us to as their venue for them to play this league, and so they feel kind of proud about it too. And that's kind of what this is all about for us. Is it's not just North Marion baseball; it's our community.
So the base is loaded for Christian Cooney, and he fouls one off. Cooney, a big kid, hit a home run in the opening game. There's an opportunity to blow this one open for 2 Pickles. Top 6. Right, Bob Brock. So Bob Brock, the name of the stadium, was that your father?
Randy? That was my father. Yes, he passed away suddenly in 1993, and he was just a local businessman that supported a lot of programs out here at North Marion, and one of those quiet behind the scene guys that went to a lot of athletic events. You didn't ever notice him, but he was there in a lot of ways because of his support. And so after he passed away, one of one of the high school staff came to me and said, "Hey, let's do something special for him because he'd done so much for us." And he came up with the idea of having getting a scoreboard and putting his name on top of it and calling it Bob Rock Stadium. So that it kind of was a whirlwind, and we got it done, and it was really really great for our family at the time. So very we're real proud of it.
That's great. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous place, Bob Rock, and Cody pops one out, and this ball out of play. And when did you first start coaching here?
My first year as a head coach here was 1979.
Wow.
I've actually taken one short little break, and then one of 2 years, and then one break of 6 years, and then come back both times and then started over again. So straight through would be sitting at 42 years. So
we got a foul, and so we can assume then you're 40, 51, 53?
Yeah. You can assume that. You can assume that. Got that beat by a few numbers.
Well, it's absolutely, again, a great place. I know you guys received some recognition in 2011.
Yes. Yeah. We kind of a national baseball coaches thing had us as the top baseball facility on the West Coast, which included 8 states, and then we were up for the national field of the year, and I think a team out of Florida, or school out of Florida, won that.
Cooney rips this one into center on a line. Knight gets to it, no tag. So everybody stays where they are. A hard hit ball, but right at a center fielder, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 6th.
Slipped out there on third. I think he was thinking about going.
Slipped. It's always tough when you hit it hard and it's right through somebody.
Yeah.
Pickles still trying to salvage a couple of runs as Zach Morgan, right-handed batter, steps in. So top 6, 1 run in for the Pickles with the bases loaded, facing against Nathaniel Renner Mendoza, the new pitcher, right-handed. Any guys you've worked with that didn't go to North Marion that have been playing around in the league?
I'm trying to think. I mean,
ball gets back to the screen and it takes a Knight's hop. It looks like everybody stays where they are again. Arnone remains at third.
I don't think there's anybody in this league that I've worked with.
Got a chance to.
Well, they should have.
Some guys might need it after this. Need some tips. Morgan up, bases loaded. Well, we started off with a little bit of bang. Their second game had a little fire and right, but PG&E came to fix that. It's been smooth sailing since. You ever seen that?
Never.
Here's a drive, another pop-up. Bradley Knight's been busy, and he's got the final out. The Pickles leave, the bases loaded. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Randy, if you'll continue to join us for the bottom of the inning. 4-2, Pickles lead.
And welcome back to Bob Rock Stadium here on a beautiful Saturday evening. Parker alongside Carl Jimenez and Randy Brock. I am now going to pass it back to Carlo.
Thank you, Parker. Well, we're in the bottom of the sixth. Pickles, the bases loaded, but got a run. They lead 4-2 here at Bob Brock Stadium. So, Randy, has it always been kind of coach and groundskeeper for you?
That's baseball. That's especially high school baseball. I mean, if you're coaching it, you're taking care of the field, and it just kind of comes along with coaching baseball.
Here's the opening offering to Armstrong, and he takes a strike. I know you got a couple of large lawnmowers down underneath us. When did those start to come in? Because I know you had to at some point be mowing with something else.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you went back in time, you'd be surprised what I had to mow with. But those about 12 years ago,
Okay.
I kind of came across those, and the equipment does make the difference. And before that, I was limping along with anything I could get. And, I mean, it's hard to tell people that it always hasn't. It's always been a nice park, but it always hasn't looked like this. And so it's years of kind of having some visions and wanting to do extra things, and we've been able to do it. I mean, we've got, like I say, great community support, and ex players of mine have helped out a lot of in a lot of ways. They've been successful in their lives and have given back to the program, and so it's been that part has just been amazing. And I was saying earlier.
Here's a chopper to short. Sue charging from the infield grass, and the throw is wide. It's going to be a tough play. Noah Sue couldn't put the ball to first, and we're going to call it an infield single.
Anyway, I was saying earlier that the year we won the award for the best field on the West Coast, it's kind of funny because the field is a whole lot better now than when it was back then, and I mean, we've added a whole lot of things, including the field house, and bullpens down both foul lines, and just a lot of other things. So, and I still want to add a bunch of. I mean, I got all kinds of ideas in my mind, so it takes time, but I plan on getting them done. So we'll find ways.
What was the most recent addition?
The most recent additions were the two bullpens down the left field side and the right field side, and we used to just have bullpens. They were down the lines, but they didn't have fences around them. They were just kind of in foul territory, and they were single wide bins. And so I got the idea of kind of going a little bit MLB style, where the fence line juts out along the foul line, and then we ended up having the fan deck down there, down the right field side, and on the left field side, we did that the year after, and.
Here's a swing, and this one ninth on the left field line. Will roll all the way to the corner. Coming around third on his way home is Lightgeb. Anderson, now he dives back. A little stop and go. And there's two in scoring position, so the tying runs aboard for Nicholas Klemp.
That would have been bang bang at home if you sent him.
It looked like he was going to at first. And what's the next thing you want to complete here at North Marion?
Well, I got several project ideas. I don't know which one's gonna happen, but you can tell that our lighting system is good, but our lighting system is very, very old. We got a little problem with it down the left field line that hopefully by Monday we'll have that cured. But a new light system is kind of in my mind. I'd like to add some extra bleachers too. I'd like to do some things out in the outfield, right center, left center, have some elevated bleachers. I think those would be great spots for people to sit and view a game. And then actually down the left field side, we've got a big cement pad down there that I'd like to have some permanent bleachers and have them raised up. And so I mean, when we host tournaments and things like that, we host the 4A All-Star Series. Our first year was in 2019, and then of course this year it got canceled after it had been in Roseburg for 39 years.
Oh, wow.
And so it was a really huge success, and I mean it was a lot of fun, and the kids had a blast, and were really receptive to it. And then this summer we were to host the Legion A state tournament again. We'd hosted it in 2017, and we were going to be the host again, but of course that got canceled when Legion baseball got canceled this year. But we already have been asked to host it again next year, so
congratulations.
We're going to do that. So things like that. I mean, and you know, I mean, of course, stuff like the Pickles coming along. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna turn away from a chance to have them out here. So
ball is popped up left side. Sue gets under it, and no tag. Out number 2. So a host event. You were telling us when we first came here that people will go out and then sit in the back of their cars and watch over the left field fence.
And they did.
Yeah, they did.
And they did. Yeah, I mean, and
cool.
Yeah, they there was one day that somebody brought a scaffold system, and they built a scaffold in the back of their pickup, and they were sitting up there. And so, yeah, and I think it started out with one car, and by about the second day or third day, we had about five cars out there, pickups out there with a piece of plywood across the back, and they were sitting up on lawn chairs and watching the game. So that was that probably would have continued, but we kind of had to put a stop to that a little bit.
2 on, 2 out, bottom 6. There's a swing and a slow roller.
There you go.
Right side, arm, like, yeah. And that does it for the bottom of the 6th. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Randy.
Thank you.
And we'd love to have you anytime you'd want to come up again.
Well, I'll do it. Just let me know.
We will. Thanks for joining us as well, Parker.
Absolutely.
4-2. Pickles lead midway through the 6th. So to the top of the 7th inning we go. Thanks so much, Parker Huffman and Randy Brock, for joining us here on the broadcast. Kenyon Yovan to start things off, opening offering. And he swings and misses. Counted 0-1. A guest-filled broadcast here on this Saturday night. Everybody wants to come out to Bob Brock, and who wouldn't? It's another gorgeous night ball game. Yovan by Yorick Gregory. Pitch on. And it clips Yovan. So his third walk of the ball game. And up comes Hudson by Yorick. Daniel Brenner Mendoza on the mound still for the Knights. Pickles put up a run in the top of the 6th. They lead it 4-2. Bajorek grounded out into a double play to end the bottom of the top of the 5th. 1 on. And nobody out. Mendoza deals a first pitch ball upstairs. And they counted 1-0. Bajorek is 1 for 3 with a single. Jovan leads first. And the 1-0. Misses inside. Count 2 balls and no strikes. 3 innings to go. Can the Pickles hold on? 4-2 slim one against explosive Knights offense. And the 2-0. Strike. Low and outside. The count. 2 balls and 1 strike. To Bajorek. Runner on first. Top of the 7th. 2-1 home. Check swing. And he did not go. They counted 3-1. Jovan was hit by a pitch. He's at first. Pickles added a run in the 6th, trying to add another in the 7th. Leadoff man is aboard. Mendoza sets and deals a 3-1. Misses inside. Back-to-back walks to start the 7th. And the Pickles with an opportunity as up comes Lucas Gregory. Gregory struck out twice, flew out to center. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Mendoza sets chest high. And deals home. Misses up and away. And the count at 1 ball and no strikes. Jovan at second by first. Pickles with a golden opportunity here in the top of the 7th. As the lefty Gregory stands in. 1-0-2. And he takes a ball low and inside. And now a mound visit. The count at 2-0. Right now, Mendoza struggling to throw strikes. There is action in the Knights bullpen. Undefeated Knights facing off against the 2-2 Portland Pickles. You're in our Saturday night matchup. Two on, nobody out. The 2-0. Ball low and inside. And the count 3 balls and no strikes. Opportunity for Gregory. 3-0. And he looks at ball 4 low and in. Bases are loaded. And Brandon Lightgeb, who walked his last time up, stands in. Now we're going to have a mound visit. Looks like a pitcher's change. We'll take a break and come back here at Bob Brock. The Pickles have the bases loaded and nobody out. You're in the top of the 7th. So a new pitcher in for the Knights. It's Jacob Dobmeyer in the top of the 7th, opening offering. And a swing and a miss by Lightcap. Nobody out, bases loaded. Lightcap up, Arnone on deck, and Danny O'Reilly, the man with a pair of doubles and a pair of RBIs, in the hole. Infield is in with nobody out. 0-1. Swing, and this ball is popped up. Shallow center field. Is anybody going to get there? Brightly Knight dives and he can't get there. The runners are moving. Throw to third is in time, but a run comes home. A bloop into center field. Brightly Knight with a first dive. He couldn't get to the baseball. And a 7-5 out at third. On his way home is Jovan. Bjork was out. Gregory goes to second. Lightgib to first on the RBI single. And Alec Arnone is up. Pickles get one in. 2 aboard and 1 out, leading 5-2. Opening offering. Check swing, and he went. Down in 0-1. So the Pickles, if the infield's not in there, that's most likely an out. But because the infield's in, nobody's able to get that. Baseball 1. Misses low and away, and the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 10-7, Bob. So hitting by the bottom half of the Pickles lineup. Arnone and O'Reilly have been terrific for the Pickles tonight. 1-1. Swing and a drive into right center field. Ducart under it, and no tag from the Picks. As up comes O'Reilly. First time tonight, Alec Arnone is retired. He was 3 for 3 with a home run and a pair of singles. Now Danny O'Reilly, who's 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and RBIs, steps in. Arnone and O'Reilly combined are 5 for 7. On out, top 7. O'Reilly stands in, opening offer. And he takes a strike. Righty on righty. You're in the visitors' half of the 7th. Pickles trying to add to their 3-run lead. It's 5-2 of the Knights. 0-1. Strike up and outside. And the count at 0-2. O'Reilly steps in. Hits the plate with his bat, swings it twice in front of him, and now holds it behind his head. 2 on, 2 out. The count at 0-2 pitch. And a ball low and away. The count at 1 ball. Barely able to lay off. Gregory at second. Light gave it first. Mendoza's 1-2. Swing and a foul. They counted a ball and 2 strikes. Leading at second is Gregory. Lightcap with a large lead at first. The 1-2. O'Reilly swings and misses. That does it for the top of the 7th, but not before Pickles drive in a run. It's 5-2 with 2 left aboard as we head to the bottom of the inning. Let's stretch here at Bob Brock. So welcome back to the bottom of the 7th as Jake Holcroft leads things off. The leadoff man for the Knights. Lefty stands in to face Dobmeyer. And he swings and rolls one down the right field line. Foul. Nothing in 1 to Holcroft. Holcroft doubled and picked up an RBI back in the 5th. That was the last run for the Knights. 5-2. Westland in jeopardy. The 0-1. Swing and a blooper into center field. Cooney starts forward, now comes forward, and on his knees makes the first out of the inning. A little more excitement than necessary on that fly out to center, and up comes Bradley Knight, who is 1 for 2, with a walk and a home run. Dobmeyer sets. And a swing and a miss. Lefty batting Knight. Looks into the right-hander Dobmeyer. First time these two have faced off. A 1. Misses inside. And the 1-1 from Camel to Knight. One home. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Counted a ball and 2 strikes to Bradley Knight. Bottom 7, 5-2. The Pickles lead the Knights. Orland looking to end their 2-game slide. Knights trying to climb back in this ball game with the largest deficit they've seen all year. 1-2. Swing, and Bradley Knight slaps this one into the gap into left center, and it drops in front of Christian Cooney for a base hit. Knight on his way to second. The throw to second, and they got him. Hudson Bajorek with a great job to get over there. He scooped it up, threw it to Light Gibb, who applied the tag, and aggressive base running hurts the Knights. There's 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. So a single and a 7-4 put out. And up comes the left-handed batter, Jake Duca. Base is empty, 2 gone. Camel deals. Just swing it a foul back to the screen. Counted 0-1. Bottom 7 here at Bob Brock. Pickles 5. Knights 2. Camels 0-1. Misses low and away. He counted a ball and a strike. Tony Boeto, the new catcher behind the plate. He replaces Zach Morgan. Boeto will most likely bat in the top of the 8th. Card looks on, the 1-1. Swinging a tapper foul, back to the screen. They counted a ball and 2 strikes. Camel a strike away from getting out of the inning. Camel sets belt high, looks in and deals. Swing and a miss. That does it for the bottom of the 7th. Camel with a dirty pitch. It's 5-2. Pickles lead as we head to the 8th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 8th here at Bob Brock. Noah Sue to lead things off, the leadoff man. Opening offering to him from Dobmeyer, and he swings and taps one foul off his foot. That stings. Down to 0-1. Sue shaking out that right foot. Noah's still looking for his first hit in the ball game. He walked back in the 6th. It was the last batter that Mendoza faced. And the 0-1. And he checks his swing, holds up, but takes a strike. Top of the 8th at Bob Brock. 5-2 Pickles leading the Knights. The 0-2. And Sue swings and lifts one left side of the infield. Moving over is Stevens, who makes the grab. And there's one gone. With one away, the base is empty. Up comes the right-handed batter, Christian Cooney. Ready on ready. Top 8 here at Bob Brock. Opening offering. Ed Cooney looks at a strike up and away. Christian walked and scored in the 3rd. And the 0-1. Check swing, and he got a piece down the left field line. Foul. Cooney doesn't know it yet. The count at 0-2. So bases empty, one out, top 8. Pickles protecting a 5-2 lead, trying to add some more to the run total. Cooney stands in, the 0-2. Ball just misses low and away. Mike Gibb holds it there a little longer. And the count at 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 of the top of the 8th. And up comes Tony Boeto. Tony came in for Morgan in the home half of the 7th. Catcher out of Santa Clara University. 200 in the WWWL. Opening offering. And he takes a strike low and away. Counted 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a foul down the right field line. Hits the top of the barn. And bounces towards Ron the K-Man. Ron's got 7 strikeouts up down the right field line. 0-2, 2 outs, bases empty. 5-2 Pickles lead the pitch. Strike 3, low and outside. A 1-2-3 quick inning for Dobmeyer. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Stevens, Armstrong, Lakegate coming up. Pickles up by 3.
It started with a checkup that led to a question that spurred a discovery that changed the way we practice health, which led to more questions and more discoveries that changed more ways we practice health. And on it goes. Introducing OHSU Health, a system of doctors and nurses, researchers, clinics, and hospitals, all working together to build a better way to wellness.
So Chad Stevens steps into the right side of the batter's box. The cleanup man starting off the bottom of the 8th. Knights need some offense, down 5-2. Here at Bob Brock, wind has died down. Liam Campbell still in the ball game. His opening offering. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Can't start counting outs quite yet if you're the Pickles. It's a nice Knights offense that can score in a hurry. Stevens crowds the plate. And the 0-1. Ball up and inside. Down to 1-1 to him. Chad Stevens singled in the first, struck out in his last at bat to end the 5th. It's been Giroux, Bitus, and Campbell for the Pickles. 1-1. Strike 2, low and away. The count at a ball and 2 strikes. Stevens. Our 4th game of the weekend with 2 more tomorrow. You're in Aurora, Oregon. Campbell's 1-2. Misses low and away. In the dirt, and the ball on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pickles split up runs in the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 6th, and the 7th. 2-2. Outside again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Knights scored their runs in the 1st and the 5th. Full count to Stevens leading off this 8th inning. Big out here for Campbell to pitch. Swinging a pop-up down the right field line and towards the concession stands for a free popsicle, and the count remains at 3-2. How about Randy Brock earlier getting the trivia without hesitation? Impressive stuff. Three balls and 2 strikes to Stevens. Bottom 8, the pitch. Check swing, and he takes the ball. So a leadoff walk to the cleanup man for the Knights. And up comes Andy Armstrong with 1 aboard and nobody out. It's big for the Knights. It was a 1-2 count to Stevens. He works himself aboard. And Andy Armstrong, who's 0 for 3 tonight, steps into the batter's box. Campbell looks at first. Sets head high. The opening offering. Takes strike 1. Armstrong playing at second base. He's played up the middle in every game. Got a great glove. Trying to get the bat going in the 8th. The 0-1. Swinging a slow roller towards Sue. This could be 2. Underhand flip to second for 1. The turn. Not in time. So 6-4. They get the lead runner. Armstrong hustles down to first. Was going to be a tough play. Sue waited for that ball instead of charging it onto the infield grass. And I think that was the difference in Armstrong reaching. As up comes Jake Leitka. It was such a tough call for the middle umpire. Only 2 umpires here in the Wild Wild West League. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom 8. Pickles lead it 5-2. Here's a swing and a drive into the gap to right center field by Jake Leikev. This one rolls way out there to the warning track. Stopping at third on the play is Armstrong. It's a double for Leikev. And the Knights with 2 in scoring position, and the tying run comes to the plate, and James Anderson. Anderson doubled his last time up. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And right now, Liam Campbell's got to work himself out of the jam. Two on, 1 gone. Light give it second. Armstrong at third. Anderson with the open stance, looks towards Camel. Yes. Ready looks at third and deals home. Swinging a pop-up and a play. And the count at 0-1. Pickles trying to end their 2-game slide. The Knights looking to remain undefeated in the Wild Wild West League. Westland trailing for the first time against the Pickles all summer. 0-1 from Camel. And it clips Anderson. Bases are loaded. And up comes the 8th hitter, Nicholas Klemp. As Justin Marcus is going to walk out and talk to his pitcher. We'll take a quick break and come right back here at Bob Brock. Bases loaded, 1 out. Knights threatening, down 3 runs. Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. Bases are loaded for the Westland Knights, and Nicholas Klemp steps into the right side of the batter's box. It's Nick Parr, the righty of Western Oregon, on the mound. Parr's last outing was back on July 12th. He pitched 2 innings, got the save against the Gherkins. Gave up 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Facing a Knights team trying to get out of a jam. His opening offering to Klemp is a ball. The tying runs on the base paths, they go ahead at the plate. Pickles leading 5-2, trying to protect their lead in the bottom of the 8th. Parr deals Klemp. Swing and a miss. And the count at 1-1. At third is struck, at second is Lake, at first is Anderson. First is all around the base paths. A double play does it here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 on its way to Klemp. And he swings and knocks one foul down the right field line, back to the screen, and the count at 1-2. Big pitch coming for Nick Parr. He had 3 outings in the shortened 2020 season, pitching 2 1/3, giving up 3 earned runs. Went 1 inning against Montana State Billingsley. Bases loaded. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout from Nicholas Klemp. And there's 2 gone with the bases loaded. That is huge. So Thomas Ducard stands in. There's one difference between these two teams that's very visible. It's the strength of the bullpen pitching. The Pickles have some arms in theirs. The Knights, when it gets to the late innings, struggle to get outs. And now Pickles, with that strength in their favor, leading 5-2 against this Westland team. Nick Parr deals. And it's a ball inside and downstairs to Thomas Ducard, the left-handed batter. Ducard singled and scored in the 5th. He's the last run of the ball game for the team from Westland. Bottom 8, 5-2 Pickles lead. Trying to hang on to the lead. Bases are loaded. The 1-0. Up and in, and 2 balls and no strikes. A hitter's count for Ducard. Parr looks in. Tattoos on his right arm. Sets at the chest and deals 2-0. And that is on the inside. The count 3-0 to Thomas Ducard. Klemp did give up 3 walks in his 2-inning save against the Gherkins. 5-2 lead for the Pickles. He, at the end of the world if he gives up a walk, but certainly don't want to allow the Knights to have a free run. 3-0 to Ducard. Taken all the way, and he takes ball 4. Thomas Ducard will jog to first with an RBI walk as Andy Armstrong comes home, and it's a 5-3 Pickles lead in the bottom of the 8th. So up comes Jake Holcroft. Holcroft with a single can tie this game up. 2 runners in scoring position. The Knights down by 2 here in the home half of the 8th inning. Parr with a clean slate to the leadoff man. He deals. Swing and a miss. Big time first pitch strike. Holcroft swinging for the fences, and he's down to the count 0-1. Light give third. Anderson in second. Ducard at first. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Pickles lead. 0-1 the pitch. Swing and a foul. And Holcroft in the hole, 0-2. Klemp got a big time strikeout. Paul trying to get Holcroft down with only 1 run of damage. 0-2. Swinging a slow roller. Moving to his left is Lightgeb. He spins and he has no play. An RBI single. 1 run comes in. It's a 1-run ball game. As Brandon Lightgeb could not get to that baseball in time. Just like that, the bases are loaded for a Briley Knight. Knight singled and was tagged out digging for 2 his last time up. Tying run at third, go ahead run at second. So the Knights mount the comeback in the 8th, or the Pickles hang on to their 1-run lead. Wind starts to pick up a little at Bob Brock. And time is called. Riley Knight, the 8th batter of this 8th inning. Nick Parr leans over, the right arm dangling, looks in, now sets head high. The pitch. Strike 1 at the knees. And the count at 0-1 to Bradley Knight. Knight re-velcros the batter's gloves. Steps into the box, taps the plate twice, and looks towards Parr. Anderson, the tying run at third. Ducart to go ahead at second. 0-1 home. Swing and a miss. And once again, Nick Parr is a batter at 0-2. Two runs of damage with the Pickles still up 1. 0-2. Swing and a foul back to the screen. And the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Two runs in the bottom of the 8th. The first inning we've seen all night where a team has put up more than a run. Pickles hanging on to the 5-4 advantage. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom 8. 0-2. Upstairs. Riley Knight able to lay off, and the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pawn toes the rubber. Shakes out the right arm and looks home. It's the signs from Tony Boedo. Bases loaded, 1-2. Swing and a little drive into left center field. Hudson under it, and that will do it for the bottom of the 8th. The bases are left loaded. The Knights get 2, but they don't tie things up. It's 5-4. Pickles the lead as we head to the final frame.
What we've developed is a concept that is based upon a friendship partnership, but there's much more to it than that.
It was an adventure. What happened today, it was like making an adventure. Let's go. What will happen?
The Venados came to us and said, we've got real talent down here and we want you to see them. And whatever happens, happens. But what it started to become was something a lot more special than that.
Sport is a bridge, and I think this is the beginning of a journey that is going to develop into something very, very special.
They all have that same dream of playing baseball at the next level. Everybody came together in this old ballpark for baseball and couldn't have had more fun.
I can only imagine that it's going to be electric, for us to experience, and then hopefully we can kind of bring some of that love back to them, and hopefully it's a good game and it's exciting.
We came down here with a goal to expand baseball and expand culture, and it's the universal language.
A 5-4 ball game. Into the 9th we go. The undefeated Westland Knights taking on the 2-2 Portland Pickles. Kenyon Yovan to lead things off. It will be Yovan, Bajorek, and Gregory in the top of the 9th. Pickles trying to add some runs. Jovan's the difference in this game. He was hit by a pitch in the 7th and came around to score. Opening offering. And he takes a strike up and in from Dobmeyer. Jovan hitting in the cleanup spot, singled, and he's walked twice. He's 1 for 2. Trying to get something going in the 9th, 0-1. Swings and drives one into center field for a base hit. Kenyon Yovan with a leadoff knock, and the Pickles got something cooking in the top of the 9th. So Kenyon Yovan having a nice night in the batter's box. 2 walks, 2 singles. An on-base percentage of 800. So Hudson Bajorek stands in. He was walked his last time up. Singled back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3. Yovan, with his gloves in his hand, leaves it first. And Bajorek takes a ball. Top 9. Pickles with a 5-4 lead. 1-0. This is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Bajorek. York looks in towards Dobmeyer. Top 9 here at Bob Brown. 2-0 on its way. Strike at the knees. A good 2-0 pitch from Dobmeyer. And the count at 2-1. Can the Pickles break the slide? Would love some insurance runs here in the top of the ninth. Jovan with the leadoff single. He's at first. Nobody out. 2-1. Swinging a foul back into the screen. And the count levels out at 2-2. York restraps the gloves. Taps the bat with his left foot and steps into the batter's box. Dobmeyer's pitched the late innings for the Knights, trying to keep it a 5-4 ball game. Two. In the dirt. And a good block from Lightgeb. The count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pickles had the bases walked loaded in the 7th. They ended up getting 1 run out of it. Runner on first and a 3-2 count to York. Nobody out, top of the 9th. 5-4 Pickles. The pitch. Swinging a foul. And the count remains at 3-2. Pickles Knights, part 3. Knights took game 1, 9-5. Took yesterday's contest, 5-3. Pickles leading 5-4 here in the final frame. Jovan leads at first, nobody out. Payoff pitch from Dobmeyer. And ball low and outside. There's 2 aboard with nobody out for Lucas Gregory. Gregory, staying lefty, standing in, walked to reach second his last time up. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game. 2 aboard, nobody out. Pickles in business here in the top of the 9th. First pitch, inside to Gregory. Misses for a ball. The count at 1-0. Jovan at second. York at first. A single and a walk. The 1-0. Swinging a shot into right field for a base hit. Jovan stays at third. The bases are loaded and there's nobody out for the Pickles here in the top of the 9th. Well, it doesn't get much better than this if you're Brandon Lightgeb. Your brother's catching and an opportunity to get some big runs in the visitor half of the 9th. Brandon singled and picked up an RBI his last time up as he knocked in Jovan. Opening offering to him. And he swings and misses. Jovan at third. York at second. Gregory at first. Pickles need to take advantage here with nobody out. 0-1 in the dirt. Good block by Jake. And the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake Lightgeb behind the plate. Brandon Lightgeb in the batter's box. Nobody out, bases loaded. 5-4 Pickles lead. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. And the count at 1-2. Pickles would love a fly ball right here. Just need a run. Get it some way. 1-2. Up and outside. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lightgeb or None O'Reilly have produced for the Picks. The 2-2. Strike 3. And Lightgeb strikes out for out number 1 in the top of the 9th. The man with a pair of singles and a home run, Alex Arnone, steps into the batter's box, right-handed batter, facing the righty Dobmeyer. There's action in the Knights bullpen. Bases loaded, one out, infielded, double play depth. Opening offering. Arnone slaps one foul. And the count at 0-1. Wind starting to pick up as we head towards 10 o'clock here at Bob Brook. 0-1. Inside for a ball. Head downstairs, and the count at 1-1. Arnone at the plate. O'Reilly on deck. Bases loaded. And one gone for the Picks. The pitch. Upstairs in the count at 2 balls and a strike. Inning started with a Yo Van single, a Vioric walk, and a Gregory single. Bases are loaded with 1 out of 5-4 Pickles lead here in the top of the ninth. 2-1. Swinging another foul. Back on the right field line, and the count levels out 2-2. The opportunity for the visitors. Trying to get a run and increase their lead. Hanging on by a thread. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone, the top of the ninth. So the base is loaded, nobody out. Now the base is loaded and 2 out. And it's up to Danny O'Reilly to try to bring a run home for the Picks before the bottom of the ninth. O'Reilly's got a pair of RBI doubles. As he stands in. Taps the plate, swings the bat in front of him. Opening offering. And he looks at a ball. O'Reilly struck out swinging back in the 7th with the bases loaded. Bases loaded, 2 gone, top 9. 5-4 Picks, 1-0. Swinging a high, pop up. That lands behind us here in the press box. The count at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to O'Reilly. Jovan at third. Ioric at second. Gregory at first. 2 straight strikeouts for Dobmeyer. With the bases loaded, trying to get out of this 9th inning. 1-1. Swing and a miss. And the count at 1-2. Dobmeyer get out of the jam, or can O'Reilly add it to the 1-run lead? 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that does it. The Pickles lead. The base is loaded with nobody out. 3 straight strikeouts for Dobmeyer. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Knights need a run. Pickles need 3 outs. We'll be back 5-4. Portland on top of Westland. So Jake Ducart steps into the batter's box. It will be the heart of the lineup, 2-3-4 for the Westland Knights. They need a run, trying to keep their undefeated season alive. Bottom of the ninth, 5-4. Pickles hanging on by a string. Nick Parr in to close things off. First pitch. And a strike, low and away. Counted 0-1. Ducart singled in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fifth. He is 1 for 4. He has great speed. The 0-1. Downstairs in the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th for the Knights to bring him within 1 run. Parr needs the scoreless inning to secure the win. 1 strike inside, and a big part of that is going to be getting Jake Ducart out. You do not want to allow the leadoff man to get aboard. The Knights are fast, and they play well when it comes to fundamental baseball. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Parr gets a strikeout, and the right-handed batter, Chad Stevens, steps into the box. Stevens walked and was out on a fielder's choices last time up. 1 out, bases empty, bottom 9, 5-4 Pickle lead. And the first pitch is a ball low and inside. Knights jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first. Pickles went on to score 3 unanswered in the second, third, and the fourth. They were up 3-1. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a foul. And he counted a ball and a strike. Pickles would go on to put up another run in the 5th. As they gave up 1 in the 6th and 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th for the Knights. Parr sets. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. And they count at 1-2 to Chad Stevens. Pickles 5, Knights 4. Bottom 9 here at Bob Brock. Parr looks in, and the 1-2. Misses low and away, but that ball was close. Count levels out at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Armstrong is on deck. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 8th. 2-2 from Parr to Stevens. Swinging a slow roller. Jovan dives and it gets by him into left field for a base hit. Stevens is aboard. The go-ahead run, or the tying run, is on the base pass. The go-ahead run comes to the plate in Andy Armstrong. So Randy Armstrong, right-handed batter, steps in. 1 out, 1 on. Be very interesting to see if Brook Knight sends Chad Stevens. I wouldn't put it past him. Stevens has not stolen a base and has not been caught stealing this summer. Opening offering to Armstrong. And he takes ball 1, low and outside. Single by Stevens was the 12th hit of the ball game for the Westland Knights. Trail 5-4 here in the bottom of the 9th. 1-0. Swinging a pop-up, foul territory down the right field line. Gregory moving over. And he runs out of room. So they count at 1-1. And Nick Parr wants a new baseball. Bottom of the ninth, you're at Bob Brock. Pickles 5, Knights 4. The Pickles left the bases loaded. In the top of the ninth, they had the bases full and nobody out and could not bring a run home. Will it burn them in the bottom of the ninth inning? 1-1 on its way. Ball up and outside. They count at 2 balls and a strike to Armstrong. Armstrong still searching for his first knock of the ball game. Taps the rubber twice. His helmet 3 times with his right hand and rests the bat on his right shoulder. 2-1 with a runner at first and 1 gone. Runner goes. Swinging a drive into right center field. Cooney moving over to his left, and he gets to it. He's throwing over to first. Covering is Gregory. The underhand flip, and that's the ball game. The Pickles defeat the Knights 5-4 here at Bob Brock. On a game-ending double play. 8-3-1 does it here in the ninth. Well, no more undefeateds in the Wild Wild West. The Pickles end the 2-game skid, and they take a win over Westland. For Gary Walker, our mathematician, Daniel Barkhazen, our music maestro, David Barth, our $7 million man, Henry, flight trainer operator, Kat Makaroff, our executive artist, Parker Huffman, our serenader, Jackson Thomas, our Swift Army knife, Rory Neuenhouse, our stuntman, and John Sandylands, the goat. We're signing off here from Bob Brock. The Pickles back to their winnings way. A 5-4 win over the